Hi there, and in this video I'm going to be running through the new NS-6170 network audio player. But first, let's take a look at the back of the unit so we can see what connections there are and how they can be implemented. First up is the detachable IEC power connector. So if you're the sort of person who likes upgrading your cables, you can do that to a power lead as well. Then we have a USB socket, which is actually 5 volts 1 amp, which allows you to connect small portable hard drives, which I'll cover later on. Then we've got optical and coaxial digital outs, along with a very high quality analog audio output stage, and the all important Ethernet connection, which means this unit is both wired and Wi-Fi enabled. There's also our dedicated RI remote control interface, both an in and out loop, along with a DAB and FM tuner, all built into this one unit. Now, that's all the back covered, so let's go around the front and see what we've got there. As you can see from the front of the unit, it's got some very clean lines and a minimalist look. So the best thing to do is if we turn it on and run through some of the features. The first thing we actually need to do once we've actually got the unit turned on is actually connect to your network. If it's hardwired, then great, you just plug it straight in. If you're wireless, then you're going to have to run through the Wi-Fi section, as I'm doing here, within the menus. Navigating through all the menus is really easy. All you need to do is use a supplied remote control. Navigating your way around all the menus using the remote is simple. You just use the navigation keys, set up and return, and that's it. That will get you around everywhere where you need to go. And now that you're online, the most important thing you need to do is to check to see if there's any updates for your unit. Now, the length of time it takes to actually do the update is directly related to the speed of your broadband and the size of the update involved. But either way, having the latest up-to-date firmware within your unit is always the best idea, and it gives you the best feature sets available. Now the unit's updated, you can start to enjoy some of the network streaming services that are built in and provided in the NS-6170. Now with the USB ports on the front and the back, this gives you the ability to play high resolution audio directly from a file. And because of the USB ports have a 1 amp output, you can actually now run USB powered hard drives, which gives you even more storage space and even more music to listen to. Selecting the USB input is really easy. On the remote control, just press the USB once for the front USB port, or press it twice, and that selects the rear USB. But here we're going straight into a folder, and pressing play, it's connecting to the USB stick, and then momentarily it's playing the track. Now, if you actually want to change the display on the NS-6170, that's really easy. All you do is press the display button repeatedly at the top, and this will cycle through different sorts of information: running time, total time, the file type. Here it's a 24-bit 96K track, so if the metadata has actually been placed inside the folder information for it to read, it'll be able to read it for you. If you're in the market for buying some high-res audio, did you know that we actually had a music site called onkyomusic.com? It may be worth a trip over to the site and see if there's anything that takes your fancy. Now I want to cover some of the processing power actually inside the NS-6170. Now obviously sound quality is the most important thing and paramount above all else. So that's why at the heart of the digital processing we use the AKM AK4490 DAX, which just happens to be a 32-bit processor and runs at an incredible 768 kHz, which is all very necessary when you're actually running high-res audio, and the bandwidth is way beyond the old traditional CD of 20 Hz to 20 kHz. Then there's the next stage in the signal process. Now it's actually in the analog form. So we decided to add dual and mono audio outputs on the analog stage to give you the best possible sound quality we could. Also built into the NS-6170 is an AM and DAB Plus module. There is an aerial supplied in the box, but I would always recommend having an external high quality aerial to get the best possible sound quality and the most channels. and you can also save up to 40 of your most favourite stations within the presets memory. And then the last thing I want to cover, because this is network enabled, you can fully implement and use our controller app. Another great benefit of using the controller app is the fact that this unit is fully supported with Fire Connect, which means if you've got other Fire Connect enabled devices, you can actually use this particular source to stream to all of the rooms that you've actually got connected. So with full access to the radio, all of the streaming services, you can also cast from your phone or use AirPlay or the music content directly in your phone directly to the unit itself. So here's just a short recap to cover the main pieces of hardware that are contained within the new Onkyo NS-6170 network streaming unit. If you're into social media, you can track us down on Twitter, or you can find us on Facebook. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and like it, and you can also subscribe to the channel. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching the video. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.